Hi, it's Tink here from Project Everest. Just here to talk to you about the methodologies that we use at Project Everest to create successful social enterprises. And we have key core methodologies. We have 3 of them. So that's what I'm going to cover very quickly in this video. So firstly, the first methodology we use is design thinking. And it's something that comes out of Stanford, and it is definitely used in what is called user-centered design. It is our first methodology. It goes through empathy, define, ideate, prototype, test. And it is something that we have definitely got from an external from Stanford, and it is successful in organizing or creating a simple process. It's certainly not linear, it moves around, but ultimately the end point is to create a product or prototype that can be put into the hands of the user and basically create that fit with them and co-design. Secondly is lean. So lean startup based on Eric Ries, his book, and build, measure, learn. We utilize that methodology to prove out our business model beyond design thinking. So these 2 things work together hand in hand. They cross over quite a bit in how they're utilized in Project Everest to create product market fit, or prove that we have a socially beneficial product and service that is important to the end user, and we get that product market fit by the end user actually handing over their cash and giving us money for that product or service. So that's how we utilize these 2 methodologies to reach that end point, right, where we actually have consumers willing to pay dollars for the product or service. The third thing then, once we have this, is what we call scaling up. So this has 3 components. What we utilize is a methodology known as Gazelles. It is a case of traditional methods of growing out a business and scaling it out. All our businesses we seek to scale because the benefit is in the product or service. There's only 2 types of businesses, ultimately niche businesses or scale businesses. So niche being your high-end restaurants like Rockpool here in Sydney, a beautiful restaurant of which there is a limited number of them, a limited number of access, high price. And then you scale businesses like McDonald's, which a lot of people have a lot of access to and is very cheap to get to. So what we want to do is create businesses at a scale because the social benefit is in the actual product or service. So if you want to have a look at our definition of social enterprise, you'll see that's a key component. And so because that social benefit is in the product, we want to scale out and get it to as many people as possible. And the next major thing in here is Exponential Technologies. So we see this as a key component of what we're trying to create. Exponential Technologies is moving things towards being digital and expanding them along a growth path, which is defined in our other videos. It also involves tech, but it uses a lot of off-the-shelf solutions. And finally, venture capital, venture debt. When we are successful with a project, we want to move it along as fast as we can, and we want to scale out. We will seek to gain external investment by people who have smart money and smart knowledge, so they can contribute in what we are trying to achieve and help us get to that outcome quicker. So this is our methodologies which we move through. It's our process to get from the stage of having no business at all to moving through and having a business that is scaling up successfully, and understanding for the engineers out there that there is a process, and for also everyone else who's interested in coming on board or understanding a bit more about what we do. This is a methodology that can be used in any environment, any situation. It is a methodology you can use in Australia, England, America, and also developing countries that we operate in. So it's something that we work through. It's certainly not easy. Whilst it's simple to lay down a board here, it is extremely difficult. It involves a lot of hustle and involves having that mindset that we've got to make this succeed. So in summary, these are our methodologies that we use over in country to take something from nothing to having a successful business that's scaling up. It involves 3 processes: design thinking, lean, and scaling up. And within those there is key components. So have a look at our other videos about what our definition of social enterprise is, why we're for profit. There's a whole bunch of them on our website, and go through there and you can get more information. Thank you.